Nigerians join the rest of the world in marking the International Day of Prayer and Awareness Against Human Trafficking. The annual day is celebrated every February 8th, the feast day of St. Josephine Bakita, who was kidnapped as a child and sold into slavery in Sudan and Italy. Now, this next report has more.
In 2018, the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, received 662 cases of human trafficking for investigation, with 26 convictions secured. This figure places Nigeria high on the list of African countries with prevalent cases of human trafficking. With various laws and efforts in place by the government to tackle this issue, groups and religious bodies have joined the fight against human trafficking. It is through this struggle that the International Day of Prayer and Awareness Against Human Trafficking was born. Commemorating this day, St. Leo Catholic Church, Ikeja, Lagos, is organizing this press conference to increase awareness on human trafficking.
The evil of trafficking in persons is still very much with us. You wonder how that can still be the case in a world that people expect to be more civilized than to permit such an evil as trafficking in persons. That is sadly very much the case. If the evidence available to us is anything to go by, the reality is that, far from declining, the crime of human trafficking is actually on the increase. Stories and videos coming out of North Africa bear this out.
The clergy then go on to narrate what the Catholic Church is doing against human trafficking, while urging the government to arrest and prosecute anyone culpable of the crime.
In the Catholic Church, we begin with prayer. We pray regularly that God will touch the hearts and minds of those who are engaged in trafficking their fellow men and women to have a change of heart and withdraw from that nefarious business. We do our best to nudge those in authority to fish out the perpetrators of trafficking in our midst and bring them to book according to the law of the land.
Present at the event, the coordinator, African Network Against Human Trafficking, Patricia Ebegbulem, highlights efforts being made by the organization to combat trafficking, especially on women and young girls.
Because they are traumatized, because they are battered, because we are aware of what they have suffered, we bring them in first. We try to give them love, establish trust. Counseling is a very important part of it. And you try to get them to be healed because they are very angry. They are angry with the people that have trafficked them. They are angry with the country that has disappointed them. They are angry with their parents. Some of them are trafficked by their parents.
Although many Nigerians speak of their traumatic tales of exploitation and abuse when they return from Libya, human trafficking of men, women and children from Nigeria to Europe continues unabated. Organizers of this event are hoping that knowledge gathered from the conference will help make a difference. Oyin Adekunle, TV 360, Nigeria.